Does anybody else have a problem when texting or partaking in the ancient art of emailing with using conversational devices that directly reference hearing and speaking? For example, if somebody gives me some good news via text message, there's something deeply irritating about replying with "good to hear it." The problem is, I'm not really hearing it, am I? Similarly, I find myself incapable of texting things like, "Do you know what I'm saying?" or "You can say that again." No one's technically saying anything, but is it really worth it to text, "You can type that into your phone and then send that text to my phone again"? Although, on the other hand, when I read a text, I sort of hear it in my head. Heck, if it's a text from somebody I know, sometimes I hear it in that person's voice. And when I type, I say the words in my head, so maybe these conversational devices aren't too far off. Or maybe, and here's an idea, I should stop worrying about something that matters so extraordinarily little. Good afternoon, butt kickers. It's October 10, the 283rd day of 2011, which means it's Moi Day in Kenya. At first, I was like, Moi Day? Is this some sort of self-indulgent holiday for France? Normally, I wouldn't call into question the theme of a holiday, certainly not after having seen the wide array of hugely stupid holidays this year. But a holiday where French people are exclusively concerned with themselves? Isn't that kind of like having a day where all humans get to breathe? So I did some research and found out that it's actually Moi Day, a Kenyan holiday that isn't very easy to make fun of, and so I'll change the subject to a holiday that is easy to make fun of. Today also happens to be World Mental Health Day. That's right, if you're sane, take pride in your sanity today, a little more than you normally would on any other day. If you're insane, take slightly less pride in your perceived sanity today than you normally would on any other day. Boy, it sure is great to be sane, isn't it, Jerry? Well, yeah, there, Bob, it is, but I'm not going to go on about how great it is there. Otherwise, I might second-guess myself. After all, don't insane people always talk about how sane they are? Wait, am I insane, Jerry? Well, you see there, Bob, now that you've questioned your sanity, I know for a fact that you're sane there. Yeah, you see, an insane person would never question his or her sanity there, Bob. Oh, goodness gracious, yeah. Well, in that case, it sure is great to be sane, isn't it, Jerry? It sure is there, Bob, sure is. To tell if you're insane, you might want to look for a few warning signs. First things first, as was clearly indicated by the preceding dialogue, if you think you're sane, you're probably not. Some other indicators include incongruous or generally nonsensical clothing choices, foil hats, the absence of one shoe, total nudity, all classic insane fashion statements. Now, if you're consciously making a fashion statement that happens to fall in line with insane people's clothing, well, you're probably still insane, but a slightly subtler version of insanity. Do the voices refuse to shut up? Do they yell at you and call you unsavory names and keep you awake at night? Or do they sing to you and give you words of encouragement just so long as you continue to kill animals in the middle of the night? Either way, there's definitely something wrong upstairs, so kick those creepy whispering hobos out of the attic of your home. If the voices persist, you're probably insane. Also, split personalities could mean you're nuts, like if your chin has its own personality, or if you have a creepy alter ego, or if you split off into two Minnesotans having a conversation. Also, and most importantly, if you ever think doing a video every single day of a year is a good idea, well, you should check yourself into a mental institution ASAP. See what I did there? If you didn't, well, you're probably insane. Or just dumb. Well, you crazy idiots, until tomorrow, I'm also a crazy idiot, and I'm still talking.